What up, guys? The Nintendo Switch is here, and today we're going to be unboxing it. I got it from Walmart. Where'd you guys get yours from? Are you thinking about getting one? If you need help deciding if you want a Switch or two or not, definitely take a look at the other video that I made. Let's go ahead and get started now. So, I assume you just pull it out just like the Switch one. Yeah. So you can see I got the two Joy-Cons. Got blue, red. I did hear that these colors are like swappable somehow. We'll see how that goes. For some reason, I thought there was supposed to be like, yeah, a stripe down here. Oh, wait, there is a stripe. So this comes off right here. That's supposed to be a stripe that can come off and change the color you want to whatever you want. I want to talk about a little bit of complications getting this thing. So you can see I got it from Walmart. But Walmart delayed Mario Kart and the camera. So at midnight launch for GameStop, I went and got the camera and Mario Kart. Yes, I got it physically. Yes, I paid too much money for it, but you know, I did it for you guys. Guys, in fact, I'm live right now if you watch this on release day or the weekend after release day on YouTube and Twitch. Come check me out, ask me any questions you want. Let me show you what else they gave me for free. So we got game day Pringles for free. They also gave me a Coca-Cola. That's not my name. It would have been funnier if they gave me one that said Matthew, but this says Aiden. Shout out to Aiden out there. If you're Aiden, leave a comment. And they gave me that for free. Thanks, Walmart. They did deliver before 9 a.m. for me. They delivered at 7:20 a.m. in fact. So that's cool. And this Yoshi plushie I found at Ohio thrift store for $3, so I had to pick it up. Anyways, let's look at the actual console now. So here's the tablet. Got the stand. A lot of people were afraid this would fall off. It's fine. And just, oh, they're color coded. Slides right in there, and then push the button, and it comes right out. Other side. Already, it feels so much better. And I assume it's dead. It's turning on. Prop this on its stand here, and see what else came in the box. HDMI cable, the mouse attachments for the Joy-Cons, instructions. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here, actually. Okay, so you got the bone, or whatever they call it, for the Joy-Cons. Already feels better. It is bigger, so that's pretty nice. I did not get a Pro controller, but I will be getting a GameCube controller, so stay tuned for that. So this is the mouse attachment. I want to see what it feels like. Black parts on the bottom. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, it slides easy. Now, my concern is I'm wearing shorts instead of pants, then it might become an issue, but that seems pretty easy. Okay, so now let's take a look at this. USB-C to USB-C. With a USB-C wall outlet adapter. And then the dock. And the dock has a fan in the back. Right there. It says AC adapter, HDMI out, and LAN cable on the back of the dock. And the whole dock, the whole back plate comes out rather than just tilted open. So that's different. Does it slide in here without scratching the screen? Easy. Even easier. That's even easier than the Switch one. Really easy. Okay. Now, my number one complaint. Yes, Walmart gave me free chips and this for pre-ordering. However, they put the sticker directly on the box, and I even told them not to. So hopefully that just comes right off. Okay, for me, it came right off, no problems at all, so they get a pass. let's move on over and let me show you what I got at GameStop at midnight launch. I went ahead and picked up Split Fiction. And by the way, for pre-ordering and stuff, it says the Nintendo Switch is made home of Mario and Friends bag. So I got a free bag. That's kind of cool. I'm going to put that somewhere and keep it. So we got Split Fiction. This you may notice, I got this from Amazon like months ago, a screen protector for that. So I'm going to be putting that on. And then the other thing I got from GameStop, the camera and Mario Kart Tour. Oh my gosh, Mario Kart World. I keep getting confused with the mobile version tour. All right, let's go ahead and open up the camera, and then we're going to head on over to the TV, plug this in, give you a demonstration of how long the day one update might take, and go over a little bit of the differences between the two consoles. So the camera is pretty much exactly what you would expect. Just the camera in the box and its cord. The cord is yet again USB-C to USB-C on both ends. Plugs into the back. And then it has a adjustable a little bit, just up and down, can't go left and right. So you can see here, block. So you can turn on and off the camera whenever you want. Then they also have a little snap here, so that way the wire can stay tight. And there you go. One more thing, my wife every single morning has been writing notes on my hot chocolate. Thank you, Heidi. And today it says, I love you more than all the Switch 2s in the whole world. That's a lot of love. Well guys, let's move on over to the TV. Okay guys, so now I'm at my TV and we're going to go ahead and start setting up the Switch. So obviously English, and we're just going to speed through this, and I'll let you know how long it actually took, as well as how long the first day patch took. So you can see that the day one patch didn't take that long, but let's go ahead and start the system transfer and see how long that might take. I do not have an SD card because I'm bad at this. We got my Switch 1 right here. Now there was a Switch 1 update, so you will have to do that before you can transfer your data over. Now you will have to plug in your Switch 1 in order for it to transfer over to the Switch 2. Switch 2 also has to be plugged in, but I got it in docked mode, so. Now you can see they just found each other. Let's start the download. Now the time that this download is going to take will largely vary, depend on how much saved data you have on it, and if you have an SD card that you also need to transfer over. Now for me, I only have a few games on my Switch 1. Most of my games are physical, so there's only a little bit of saved data and stuff on here. It may take longer for you. Awesome. Setup is now complete. That didn't take too much time. Honestly, I thought it was going to take longer. Well, that's cool. They give you like a little cutscene. You can see here that it's downloading the upgrade pack for Mario Bros. U Deluxe already, which is good because we're going to be testing to see how long this game takes to load, and then compare it to the Switch 1 and Wii U because I have it. There we go. Now let's test and see how quick it's going to load with a game with the upgrade pack and a game without the upgrade pack, and see if that matters and if it's faster.
Oh yeah, let's play.
So now we're moving on to one of my favorite games ever, Pikmin 3, and it does not have an upgrade pack, so we're going to see if its loading times is faster. Oh wow, that was a lot faster, and this game doesn't even have an upgrade pack. That's awesome to see that the upgrade of the hardware makes the older games also run faster. So now let's go ahead and look at the UI and stuff and see what's different. So right off the bat, you'll notice that there's like a little circle around it, and it's like a different color, so you'll always be able to tell whether someone has a Switch 2 or not, because it's kind of like gradient with more multicolored, where the Switch 1 is just a single blue color. The next thing I wanted to test is they added a game chat feature that's not an option in the Switch 1, and they changed the logo a little bit of everything. So the news is different, eShop, these are different photos. You get the virtual game card in Switch 1 and Switch 2. However, the Switch 2 will have the ability to game share, which is different than the virtual game card, and it can actually share to Switch 1 devices, even if they don't have the game. Now, I think it's only select games, but we'll see how that works in the future, and I'll make videos about it as well. System settings, let's go ahead and see what's here different in the system settings. So we got airplane mode, brightness, Bluetooth, internet, it's different colors. We got parental controls still, accessibility. Accessibility is an option on Switch 2, but it doesn't appear to be on the Switch 1. That's interesting. Data management, users, your Mii, which I do need to create a Mii. There's a Mii way down here. Oh, Switch 2 got rid of the Amiibo option here. Oh no, they just moved it down here. So you can enter your own nickname and stuff with Amiibos. You can reset Amiibos. Oh, interesting. So this is something I actually wanted to try, is can I use like older Amiibos on the Switch 2? Here's Fox. Just put that right there. There you go. Fox works fine. Let's go ahead and try this Animal Crossing character. Works just fine. Let's go with Mario. Works just fine. Now, I don't have any Amiibos that released for the Switch 2 to see if they were backwards compatible with the Switch 1. I'm gonna say most likely they're not. And I don't have any 3DS or Wii U ones I know of. I think I only have Switch ones, because otherwise I'll test that for you. We got themes, so that's nice that you'll be able to change different themes and stuff. I prefer black theme. We got notifications. There's more settings, like there's TV settings and system settings down here, but it looks like, is there TV settings? I don't see TV settings on here. Maybe they moved the TV settings in here somewhere. I'm not sure actually. And right here you can see here's the game share option, so that's pretty cool. So join game share if you don't have the game. Okay, cool. Let's move over to the eShop. So I'll say right now, the eShop loaded a lot faster on the Switch 2. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Any free games on release day, that would be hype. Let's take a look. Great deals. So there are some free games, but I don't think they're Switch 2 exclusives. Yeah, just navigating the eShop makes me realize how slow the Switch 1 actually is. Switch 2 is so smooth in comparison. Yeah, it looks like all these games are available on the Switch 1, but you do have some options here if you would like to play some free game. And there's also free DLC too, so this isn't all just games. But good to know. So the next thing I wanted to quickly test is that how to connect your Pro controller and your old Switch 1 Joy-Cons. Just see how that works. Is it really easy? And then while we're at it, we're also going to test to see if the GameCube controller will work. The original GameCube controller with this, it does have USB ports on the end of the dock, so it might be possible. And then we're going to try a third-party Switch controller as well. Well, it does say Nintendo Switch on top, so it was licensed to them, but we'll see if it works as well. So let's head on over and just try to connect them all at once. So controllers, change grip and order, and I'm going to skip the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. We're going to start with the Pro controller. It's real simple. You just got to push that button and it pops right up, really easy. Now do keep in mind, you might want to completely power off your Switch 1 before you try to connect this controller. Otherwise it's going to connect to whatever was connected to previously. Now let's go ahead and see how easy it would be for my off-brand controller to connect. So it appears, I'll go ahead and try again, that it does not connect, which is sad. But first-party controllers, what I mean is the Pro controller works. I am wrong, let's go! Third-party controller pairs just fine in the game. Now let's go ahead and let's do the Switch 1 Joy-Cons. We're trying to pair. It's not working. I'm having issues, but I was having issues with this one, but it eventually worked. So I'm gonna keep trying. I got it, guys. So in order to pair your Switch 1 Joy-Con to your Switch 2, what you're gonna have to do is that one at a time, press the little circle here, and then L and R at the same time, and then it will finally sync. Once you finally sync it, then you can connect them together and they appear right there. You can see the white ones on screen right now. Now I'm going to go ahead and quickly do that with my Zelda Joy-Cons. And you can see there, I got my Zelda controller connected. That's going to be good enough for me. Let's go ahead and move on and see if you're able to actually do a GameCube controller. Now, if you could do this, that would be amazing because they're already releasing a GameCube controller and I love the GameCube controller. This is actually the GameCube controller that I had as a kid. Let's see if it appears to work or not. Yo, it just works. You can use your GameCube controller on the Switch 2, so you can still play Smash and stuff with your GameCube controller. Do keep in mind, there is not an L button. There's only that one. You know what I mean. You're missing a button, but that's awesome. All right. We're also going to be unboxing these two games so that way you can see the inside of those games. So one thing I know that a lot of people are questioning about the Switch 2, earlier I tested the kickstand and it's not going to break, is will these come off? Appears that maybe they can. Let me try again. Yeah, they do come off, but I have to pull decently hard. You're supposed to push this button here in order to get them off, but I was able to yank that off. Let me try this side. Yeah, you're able to yank it off with a lot of force, but they aren't just going to come off in the middle of gameplay. Now, I know a lot of you guys got the Nintendo Switch 2 with Mario Kart World as a bundle to save some money. I got it physically because I wanted to share with you guys what the inside of it physically looks like, because I know a lot of you guys won't even have that option. So let's take a look, and I'm also going to do split fiction as well. Let's take a look together. Very, very boring and unexcited. Bruh. Well, I think it's because of the red case, because you can see here that there is, in fact, like a little thing on the back that's actually really, really cool. But you can't see it because they chose a red case. That is sick. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at split fiction as well. So here it is. Now, why'd I even buy this, dude? It's a freaking key card. I didn't know it was a key card. It says right here, doesn't it? Full game download, see back, game card not included. Really, 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 really small. What was the point of this? All right, well, I own it now, and it's very boring on the back. Nintendo, bruh. Well, this is third party, isn't it? So I guess I can't complain too much, and I should have done my research. But it comes with Split Fiction Friends Pass and the download code. Gosh darn it, I thought I was getting a real cartridge. That's very annoying. All right, guys, now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Which one tastes better, Switch 1 or the Switch 2? Let's take a look. So let's start with the Switch 1, the one we know and love, the best flavor in the world. I've actually never done that before. Ugh! Hold on, I need to get some water first. I'm back. Shout out to my wife for giving me this hot chocolate. I don't want to do this now. Where did I put the game? Here it is. Mario Kart. Oh. Don't try this at home, but I'll say, first party, I'll say the Switch 1 is worse than the Switch 2, actually. This one's worse! Well, guys, that was the unboxing of the Switch 2. Let me know if you're going to be getting one. If you're still deciding if you want to get one or not, be sure to take a look at this video. And I'm probably live streaming right now if you're watching this on a release day or the weekend after release week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. And as always, subscribe and God bless. Peace. Guys, I wanted to also share with you thanks for watching, guys.